What is something that makes you the most happy? Watching my ex-husband's perfect new life crumble in real time. 3 years ago, he blindsided me in our kitchen. I was making his favorite dinner, chicken parmesan, something I'd made every Friday for 22 years. He walked in, loosened his tie, and said we needed to talk. I figured it was about his mother's health or maybe the promotion he'd been chasing. Instead, he told me he'd fallen in love with someone else, his assistant. 23 years old, fresh out of college. He was 44. I stood there holding a wooden spoon, sauce dripping onto the counter, while he explained that I'd let myself go after the kids, that he needed someone who still had spark, someone who made him feel alive again. I'd given him 2 daughters and 2 decades. I'd supported him through 3 job changes, his father's funeral, his anxiety attacks at 3 a.m. And now I didn't have enough spark. Within 6 weeks, he'd moved into her downtown apartment, the glass high-rise with the rooftop pool. He started posting photos on Instagram like a college kid on spring break, beach trips, fancy restaurants, her in a bikini, him with a new haircut and teeth whitening. His caption on one photo said Chapter 2, with a sunrise emoji. Our daughters saw everything, 16 and 13 at the time. They stopped speaking to him almost immediately. He missed Emily's 16th birthday, missed Jade's 8th grade graduation, missed the father-daughter dance that Emily cried about for a week. He was too busy living his second adolescence to notice he was losing his actual children. I spent 18 months in what I can only describe as survival mode. I cried in the shower so my girls wouldn't hear. I lost 15 pounds because I couldn't eat. My sister practically moved in just to make sure I got out of bed. But somewhere around month 6, something shifted. I got angry. Not the crying angry I'd been doing. Real anger. Productive anger. I took the $8,000 I'd been saving for our anniversary trip to Greece and enrolled in a real estate course. Studied every night after the girls went to bed. Got my license on the first try. Turns out I was actually good at it. Really good. I also started running again, something I'd given up when the kids were born because there was never enough time. Now I made time. 5 miles every morning before sunrise. Lost 40 pounds total. Not for him. I need to be clear about that. For me. For the woman I'd forgotten I could be. Then last September, everything changed again. I was at my daughter's soccer game, standing on the sidelines with my coffee, when a man walked up and asked if I was Emily's mom. His son played on the same team. His name was David, widower. Lost his wife to cancer 4 years earlier. Kind eyes, warm laugh. He asked if I wanted to grab coffee after the game. I said yes before I could overthink it. We've been together 8 months now. He doesn't make me feel like I need to be someone else. He tells me I'm beautiful when I'm in sweatpants with no makeup. He shows up for me, for my girls. He helped Jade with her science project last month and didn't complain once. But here's the part that makes me smile every single morning. The part I probably shouldn't admit out loud. 2 weeks ago, my phone rang at 11 p.m. I didn't recognize the number at first. Then I heard his voice, my ex-husband, crying. First time he'd called me in 3 years. First time I'd heard him cry since his father died. His young girlfriend, the one with all the spark, had cleaned out their joint account and vanished. $47,000 gone. Turns out she'd been planning it for months. Slowly moving money, collecting his passwords, building her exit strategy. She'd also been seeing someone else the entire time, a 26-year-old personal trainer from her gym. He found out when her best friend accidentally sent him a screenshot meant for someone else. A photo of his girlfriend and this trainer in what was clearly his bed in his apartment that he paid for. He sobbed into the phone like a child, asked me what he was supposed to do now, asked if there was any chance at all that he could stay in our old guest room, just for a few weeks, just until he figured things out. I laughed. I didn't mean to, but I couldn't help it. I laughed so hard I had to put the phone down on the counter. When I picked it back up, he was still there, waiting. I told him to figure it out the same way I had to figure it out. Then I hung up. Yesterday, my daughter showed me his new apartment listing. She found it while scrolling online. 400 square feet, no parking, street-level unit next to a laundromat. He went from a glass high-rise with a rooftop pool to a room that probably smells like fabric softener and regret. Meanwhile, David and I just booked a Mediterranean cruise for next summer. 2 weeks, Italy, Greece, Croatia. He wants to propose somewhere along the Italian coast. He told me this last week, not as a surprise, but as a promise. He said he wanted me to know it was coming, so I could be ready, so I could be sure. I think I'll say yes. Actually, I know I will. And I think I'll post the photos everywhere.